Tonight, External Affairs Minister and Castries Central MP Sarah Flood-Bobra expresses reservations about taking the COVID-19 vaccine. Armed robbery at the Price Busters SNS. And Economic Development Minister Guy Joseph questions why him when pressed for details about the St. Jude reconstruction project. The details of these stories and more are coming up.
This is the Hot 7 Nightly News with Lovely and Amy Joseph.
Good night. It is Tuesday, the 23rd of February, 2021. Welcome to the Hot 7 TV Nightly News. I'm Lovely St. Amy Joseph. Thank you for joining us. A government minister is admitting that she is taking her time to take the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. Sarah Flood-Bobra says she is weighing her options whilst allowing the most vulnerable to be vaccinated first. Rochelle Gonzalez begins our reporting.
The government of St. Lucia, especially the Department of Health, has been scrambling to ease the minds of the masses by ensuring them that the new Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine that was donated to the island to combat COVID-19 is safe. On Wednesday, the 17th of February, Prime Minister Alan Chastanet became one of the island's first to receive the jab, and since then, the government has held on to hopes that this would be enough to convince the rest of the nation to follow suit. Whilst the stigma behind the vaccine is still being felt across the board, parliamentarians have expressed interest in taking it in due time. However, Government Minister Sarah Flood-Bobra said on Tuesday morning that whilst she is not opposed to receiving the vaccine, she is considering her options first.
I really think it's important to allow persons who are at risk to take it first. There are persons who have underlying conditions. So far, I'm not aware that I have any. So we'll allow the persons who need to have it right to have it. But of course, I think it's important for everyone to ensure that they protect themselves against this COVID. I intend to at some point, but I do want to read a little more because there are lots of vaccines and probably even more on the market. I think it's really important that people are as informed as they can be, but it's important to vaccinate ourselves.
Health Minister Mary Isaac also received the vaccination on the same day as the PM. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
Meanwhile, the likes of Prime Minister Alan Chastanet and Health Minister Mary Isaac have both taken their jabs live for the nation to witness. So Tuesday morning, other parliamentarians will question as to when they will be taking the vaccine.
After becoming one of the island's first to receive the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine on Wednesday the 17th of February, Prime Minister Alan Chastanet told members of the media on Tuesday that his experience was fairly easygoing. On the other hand, he admitted that a few others who took the vaccine on the same day did not have a smooth ride like he did.
It's been a few days. How do you feel after that jab?
Oh, great. I did not have any fallouts, but I do hear that some people had a headache. Some people had fever, some people had both, and some persons' arms hurt them for a couple of hours. But I was very fortunate I did not have any side effects.
So with the leader of the nation setting the bar, will the other parliamentarians measure up? A few of them revealed whether they will be taking the jab or not.
Yes, I hope to take the vaccine.
When?
As soon as it becomes available. To you? To me.
I absolutely will take it as soon as my turn comes.
Like I posted on my Facebook page, I will take the vaccine whenever it is the most appropriate. And I think there are people more worthy of receiving it than me, the frontline workers. And as soon as I'm satisfied that they have been covered, I will be available. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I will take the vaccine.
I don't know where I fall in the list of those entitled to it or scheduled to get it, but whenever I receive that signal, I'll be happy to receive it. I trust the science that we have before us thus far. And I think it makes good sense, therefore, to avail myself of that opportunity.
Meanwhile, the leader of the opposition, Philip J. Pierre, stood firm in his beliefs and reiterated why he thinks parliamentarians need to wait a little longer before receiving the vaccine.
I think deserving people need to have it first, and these are the frontline workers. I'll tell you something. Why would a reporter take it first? You guys doing a wonderful job, but the nurses, the health aides, the porters in the hospitals, the people who work there, they're the ones who are important. And I will take it when they have taken theirs.
Pierre has publicly stated in the past that he believes the vaccine is necessary, and he has also encouraged the masses to get vaccinated once it is available to the public. Reporting for Hot 7 News, I am Rochelle Gonzalez.
A medical practitioner has expressed disappointment in the Ministry of Health for deterring individuals from using a drug to treat and prevent COVID-19. Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose says that contrary to the Ministry of Health and Wellness's statement that the drug is not approved for the treatment of COVID-19, nor can the drug prevent a person from contracting COVID-19, there is enough evidence to suggest otherwise. Nisha Charles reports.
On Friday, the Ministry of Health and Wellness sent out a press release deterring the public against purchasing and ingesting the drug ivermectin as a means of treating COVID-19. The ministry informed that ivermectin was not approved for the treatment of COVID-19, nor could it prevent a person from contracting the virus. But one medical practitioner, Dr. Gilbertha St. Rose, is defending the drug, saying that there is evidence to show that it is in fact successful at treating and preventing COVID-19.
The drug was vetted and allowed by the FDA in 1987 for use as an antiparasitic. An antiparasitic in animals, yes, but also in humans, for strongyloides, for river blindness in Africa, and also elephantiasis out in Guyana. And since then, it has been safely used for the last 40 years as such. But in this COVID period, a professor out in Australia discovered that it was effective against the SARS-CoV-2 virus, not only in treating it, but preventing further infection.
Dr. St. Rose says that she, along with her staff, have been using the drug to prevent against COVID-19 and are happy with the results. She says that it was quite odd to hear from the ministry that the drug was not approved for such use, when prior conversations had with medical practitioners said otherwise.
I was flabbergasted because I have researched the ivermectin. I communicated with the CMO, who told me she knows it's effective. I communicated with the medical director at OKEU because the CMO said that, she had given her almost a go-ahead. And then when I spoke with the medical director, she said yes. She had her doctors researching ivermectin for a few weeks, and they're quite happy that it's effective. And in fact, the French government had just sent in a contingency of doctors with supplies, and they quite approved the use of ivermectin, and they were in the process of procuring supplies for our people.
She's asking the Ministry of Health to retract the press release and allow persons to use the drug to treat COVID-19.
It's been shown that if you can put a good percentage of your population on ivermectin, you can open up the economy. You can get everybody out of jail, I call it. It's a get out of jail free card and get back into almost normal life.
In the ministry's statement on Friday, it did say that studies have shown that the drug was effective in tests outside a living cell and that any potential use in a living cell would require concentrations where the safety in humans has not yet been evaluated. For the Hot 7 News, Nisha Charles reporting.
Thank you, Nisha. CCTV footage captured a robbery at popular retail store S&S on Tuesday morning. Two men reportedly entered the Chisel Street branch at about 7:10 a.m. Tuesday. The men can be seen accosting two members of staff as they make their way into the store. One of the men can be seen wearing a black hoodie and a mask and brandishing what appears to be a handgun. The other seems unarmed and has a handkerchief tied around his face. The bandits reportedly made off with an undisclosed quantity of cash. A police investigation is underway. Stay with us. Still to come, the ban on the sale of alcohol to end. Reaction from a local bar owner as it relates to the buy and go stipulation. Guy Joseph sides with minibus operators who are clamoring for priority to receive the COVID-19 vaccine. And Tourism Minister Dominic Fede addresses the issue of defiant tourists flouting COVID-19 protocols.